Howdy there. So last night, I watched Micmacs. I thought it was okay. I'm going to give it a 6, but I want to go on record saying that I feel like a grump because I'm giving it a 6. I think it's my least favorite film from Jean-Pierre Jeunet. I really like his stuff. I don't know if I've ever loved... I mean, Amélie is his best film. And I don't know if I loved Amélie. I really, really liked it. Thought it was visually amazing. But all of his films are visually amazing. And that goes for Micmacs as well. But I don't know, something was missing, and I can't quite put my finger on it. But it seemed just to be more flat, a little more boring than I'm used to his films being. I'm usually very intrigued at every moment in one of his films. Here it's few and far between, I think. But I still really like it. I think 6 is a fair rating. I think technically I'd have to say a 7 and up is a recommendation for me, is a thumbs up, and if I gave it a 6 or below, I'd have to maybe go thumbs down. So by that, I may have to give this a thumbs down, but again, I feel bad for giving it a thumbs down. So maybe there's something to that. It's about a man. We see him at a very young age, just so we can see the death of his father. Then it jumps ahead very quickly, 30 years, and he's a film buff. He's working in a video store. He's memorized old film noir movies, and he gets shot in the head. In a freak accident, he gets shot right in the head. Bullseye. And he doesn't die. He's told that his brain could explode at any minute. So he lives life minute by minute, which is admirable. He's kicked out of his apartment. He's kicked out of his job because he was shot in the head, which kind of seems a little ridiculous to me. But that we wouldn't have a movie if he didn't get kicked out of his home and his job. So he's homeless, gets by doing street performances, mime mostly, falls in with a group of other homeless artists, performers, dreamers, and it's really kind of like a superhero team. Each one has an ability, each one has a skill that, when combined, make this near unbeatable force. So he sets out, since he was shot in the head and his father was killed by a landmine, he sets out to destroy, or at least bring down, the 2 arms dealers. The arm dealer that made the mine, and the arm dealer that made the bullet that's in his brain. And he relies on his friendship with the ragtag group of misfits to help fulfill his plans. There's always moments of beauty and pure imagination, and just an unusual spark. Something that's different in every Jean-Pierre Jeunet film. And that is true here. There is interesting stuff, but I think it's few and far between. There are some moments that are very much like Amelie, City of Lost Children. But again, I think this is much more straightforward. He wrote this with someone. I don't know if he usually writes alone, but he wrote... where's the name? Where's the name? Well, I can't find it. Screenplay by Jean-Pierre Jeunet and Julien Laurent. I do not know that name, but perhaps it was Laurent keeping him on... and it even says dialogue by Julien Laurent. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Screenplay by, dialogue by. Maybe it's just story. Anyway, it seems much more straightforward of a story than something more dreamlike than what I'm used to from him. A pretty straight narrative, in other words. One thing it's what I still am thinking about for the film is one of the actresses. One of the actresses is a contortionist. I don't know if she got the role because she's a contortionist who can act, or an actress who can contort. But she's a contortionist, and that's her ability, that's her skill, that's where she fits into the plan. I thought she was amazing. You know, she's got those big, bright eyes that pretty much go for, are found in any Jeunet film. And, I don't know, I think her character is interesting. She's given a lot to work with, I think. All the acting is pretty good. I enjoy the acting. This is a foreign film. I haven't mentioned that. This is a French film. English subtitles. All of the acting was good. I had no problem with any of the acting. I guess my beef with the film is that the imagination and passion and color that overflows in every other Jeunet film, original film, seems to be lacking here. And I just got a little bored with it. It starts out being like his own version of film noir, because again, the gentleman Basil is rather obsessed with movies, old movies, film noir. He's got them memorized. He speaks with them. And it starts out as a mystery, as being an homage to that film noir genre. And then it just kind of gets away from that and becomes more silly. I don't know, more absent-minded. I thought it kind of lost its way. But I enjoyed all of the acting. All the acting is really good. I can't tell you any of the actors' names. Sorry about that. But I thought all of the acting was good. I guess I thought it was just uneven, and I know expectation is the enemy, but I kind of thought it would be better. But one of my friends who is a big Jeunet fan, and he's right about this, no one can make a film that looks like Jeunet. He's got his own visual style, a singular vision, and I think it's important. I think he's an important filmmaker. So that's why I'm giving it such a high score of a 6. Is that he has a singular body of work that really cannot be mistaken for any other filmmaker. So I really appreciate that. I'd have to say this is my least favorite film of his. And I will include Alien Resurrection in that. It was okay. You know, it was okay. I don't know what else I can say about it. I had an okay time. I was a little bored, but visually amazing. And the acting is all very good. You'll get some fine French acting. And the contortionist, whoever that contortionist is, I guess she's the female lead. she's great. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. The film's just beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. So there you go. If you've seen his other work, definitely rent it, just so you could say you've seen it. Otherwise, I don't know. You could probably go without seeing this one. It would be a good rental, but definitely if you like his style, if you know his work, if you like to see something that will make you like question, like, wow, how did they do that? Or wow, that's gorgeous, then definitely rent it. But other than that, I'd say just rent Amelie or City of Lost Children again, and go watch that instead. So that's Micmacs. I'll give it a 6. Thanks.